Okay, so my last video I posted, I said I would make one about my thoughts on Fallout 4 and why I thought it was kind of bad. I know that's not necessarily true. This is the best way to explain it, but I have gotten one sole comment asking me to elaborate on that a bit more, so we can do that now. So I think a good place to start is just to go over what makes the other games good versus this game. Both Fallout 3 and New Vegas were good from when they came out. Graphics were good. They had their place. They didn't feel unfinished or rough in any sense. They just felt good. They felt like what they should have been like when they came out. I mean, Fallout 3 came out in 2008. So for given that time, it was pretty good for it. Everything ran well for it. The graphics were good for what it was. That's not saying that they were like phenomenal, like, oh my god, this looks so realistic. No, they just looked like what they're supposed to look like. Same with New Vegas. New Vegas is basically just like a clone of Fallout 3 with a bunch of stuff changed. It's the same models, same textures. It's just the developers for New Vegas changed a bunch of the entities, added a bunch of entities, added a bunch of objects. That's what Fallout New Vegas was. And it was good for what it was. And then with this game, Fallout 4, for me, it just feels really rough for a game that came out, what was it? I think it was 2014? 2015. Does it still have the same terrain sort of textures? Like not just the texture, but shape. The rocks are the same. The trees are the same, just with different texture on them. This kind of still have those basically the exact same as they were in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, which both came out a long time after this game. It's kind of disappointing. Even like if you look at other games that came out around the same time as Fallout 4, you look at Call of Duty Ghosts, that still has very similar ground, but with Ghosts and the other Fallout games having the same groundwork, with those ones having the same groundwork, that doesn't bother me as much as the textures themselves. I'm sure we can find some here somewhere. That doesn't really count for what I'm gunning at.
Look at you.
Looking at this. Okay. Round 2. Where's a good example?
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Go away. I need a vent or something to get my point across. The best spot for that would be here. Let's see if I can find. I know there's one around here that bothers me. Oh yeah, there it is. So, textures wise, that's what I'm talking about. This is something I would expect from Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Not Fallout 4. This is completely flat, basically. It's just a dome that they put textures on, rather than actually taking the time to detail it, which, I mean, if it's something like a building, that makes sense. You're not going to do all of that as a texture. That's something you pain in the butt, especially for this time, especially for this and this. But to do it for a detail like this, where it's ever so obviously not cylindrical, the details are muddy, and it just looks gross at almost any angle, unless you're like ridiculously distant. Like you have to be this far away for it to look half decent. You get up, even here, it looks terrible. So for me, for a game that is 2015, That's unacceptable. Like, this book looks better than this. And that's another thing that I did not know. What the hell? Yeah. Getting on to gameplay-wise. For me, Fallout 4 just feels a little bit more dull. Like, I could go around Fallout 3 and wander around for like an hour and a half without getting bored. Like, I don't care. I can go around and I can explore. I feel like I'm actually exploring. I feel like I'm actually doing something. Even in New Vegas, even though I have some problem with New Vegas as well, but those are more or less personal problems. But I can still wander around New Vegas and still enjoy it. This one here without mods, without something to actually make it look better, more lively, it's just boring to me. Maybe that's because I've played so much of this game that it's just dry at this point, or maybe it's just how it is. I can't be 100% sure on that. Also, what the hell is that about? Like, I had to get them, like, I didn't have to, but I got them automated so there's more stuff just scattered about. Make it feel a bit more full, a bit more lively. Gunplay and combat, that part's fine. That's still fine in this game, they didn't mess that up. It's still the exact same as the other two games. Combat's still great, weapons are still great. I mean, it took me a while to get used to this sort of power armor setup, but it's still good. Getting used to the introduction of the pike weapon, which immediately everyone hates the pike weapons because they're just like garbage guns, but it makes sense. There's lore to that, it works. And of course, we have this laziness, which is also what I would expect from Fallout 3 and New Vegas because they're so old. But for a game like this, for Fallout 4, to have it where you're just pushing the texture up through the concrete rather than having something separate or something or anything, so it's not so jagged. Like, come on. Like, if I want that, I'll go play those games, which to me are better games. Like, I enjoy the plot of Fallout 3 the most out of all three. New Vegas, that's a different topic. But this one here is just, it's not, I'm not as invested. You get taken out of it a bunch because you have to go ahead and do all this running back and forth with all these different factions, especially with Minutemen. You're immediately taken out of the urgency. There is no urgency to go find your son. In Fallout 3, there is urgency. It keeps that urgency. It doesn't take you out like, hey, you have to go ahead and help all these 15 people, then come back to me, sort of thing. You still have that sense of, I need to go find my dad, sort of attitude. In this game here, there's no urgency or feeling that you need to go find your son, sort of thing. It's like I don't even care about the main campaign. I don't feel any need to do it. Well, in Fallout 3, you always do the main campaign. I feel like you always want to do it. Right? God, what are you still doing here? And then you have stuff like this. Thank you, Fallout 4. I feel like there's more characters in Fallout 4 that are just dry and boring. I mean, you look at basically every single character part of the original Minutemen. Pretty much all of them are dry and boring. They don't have anything interesting going for them. Companion-wise, yeah, a lot of variety. I'm not gonna go after companions. I mean, there are gonna be good companions, gonna be bad companions with this many companions. This kind of just becomes personal preference at that point. That's fine. I guess going back to model-wise.
Something's out there.
Okay, that's nice. Go back to model-wise. we'll have time. Okay, go back to models. I don't know, I already went over that they don't do round things very well. Case in point. I mean, this is one of the better ones. That's half decent. I can live with that. This, not so much. It's so obviously rectangles. Not rectangles. I don't know. Trapezoids. No, it's a shape. It's a triangle with the top cut off to form that. And it feels lazy, especially for a game like this, because everything looks great. Like, if I go right over here, this looks great. This is a great view. You can see things at a distance, that looks great, everything looks great. It's only when you get the close up to things that it looks terrible. Which is what bothers me. Oh my god. Okay. There's so many decisions that just feel lazy. They were never fixed. Like, I'm playing on pretty good graphics right now, so I know that's just how the game is, and it bothers the hell out of me. Because at this point, you feel like it would be of higher quality, considering there are games around this time that were of high quality. Reading my voice. Oh yeah, that's here. 2015. Oh yeah, there's so many on here that are like 10 times better. Black Ops 3. You've got Star Wars Battlefront, Just Cause, Assassin's Creed, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid, the Phantom Pain. All of these games, graphics are way above what this game is. Oh, lovely. And you also get Persona breaks like that. That's to be expected, it's Bethesda. But the quality isn't there for a game of 2015. It's just lost. Like here, this looks fine. Of course, as soon as you get up close to all these things, that's when it looks bad. This looks fine because it's like that, but if you look at the front, look at that. It's one of the only parts in the game that actually looks round. I'm fine with the texture on there, that's fine. But then we get back to this another issue. This isn't as bad as I was anticipating. But when you first get Curie, once you use the Assaultron, it looks terrible. She looks like she was like dipped in white paint, and it's like an inch thick. That's how bad it looked. Even their textures, like where's Cosworth? My textures, but models. There you are. Even his model's rough. Like, you stop. Like, that is bad. Like, it does not look good in any sense. Stay there for me. No, step.
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
Like, looking at all of this. This is rough. This even looks rough. This is rough. This is rough.
No, not now.
All right,
Like,
then.
looking at all of that, and if we look at the original model, which I'm pretty sure is what this is, I prefer this over that. I mean, you can still see it's not very great. That's because it matches that game. That's why that's okay. This is not okay. This is lazy that it looks like that. It looks unfinished. It looks like it needs to be smoothed out and patched out. Like, I could have done a better job of it. I'm not that great at 3D modeling. That's how disappointing that is. These look great. I'm fine with how this is. All I kind of just mash into it. Still, the part's kind of disappointing. There's not more to that. It looks like it's actually intricated rather than just placed on.